I might be alone in this feeling, but I actually felt bad for Lance Stroll a little bit after the end of the Canadian Grand Prix. It's his home race, and I feel like he gets some of the least amount of love compared to the other drivers at their home race. And it's understandable. He- He's one of the least liked drivers in the grid. He's never going to be a Ricardo or a Max Verstappen at their home races, but it would be nice to see a little bit more support for him. Like when you watch the stands when they're zooming by them, or even the commentators, like they never mention him. It seems like they showed, I think, one uh, onboard around the lap during the entire weekend, at least that I saw. And it's like, just to be clear, this isn't a defense of his driving. I'm not saying, oh, he's a way better, but just as a person, like it's got to be hard to see all the love that some of the other drivers get at their home race. I mean, think about like Joe this year. He got his own little podium spot, which I mean, that was maybe a little bit overboard, but it's still going to be hard just as a person to go to your home race every single year and feel like, you could be mistaken as a spectator for not even knowing it's his home race. Um, especially after you have an actually decent weekend. Like, he qualified seventh. Uh, Actually, sorry, qualified ninth, finished seventh, just 6 seconds behind Fernando. Actually, a pretty decent weekend for him, and nobody talks about it, at least that I see. Um, but to be totally fair, I could also say the same thing about Sargent. He definitely doesn't get any love at home, so at least he's not the only one. But that's not to say it makes it any better. But anyways, yeah, that's my thoughts about that. Curious to see what you guys think. I'm gonna be posting about Sergio Perez tomorrow, and then I'm gonna be posting daily over the weekend about the Spanish Grand Prix. The Grand Prix, the Grand Prix, the Grand Prix. I'm very excited about that. Stay subscribed if you want to see more. Later.